Religion without a personal encounter with Jesus Christ will not save the soul, and it will not bring the peace that your soul longs for. You may be a member of some other religion. You may be Catholic, Protestant, Jewish. You may be Hindu, Muslim. Whatever your background, you may not have it.
Don't talk slowly.
Well, they say in the Bible, give me two sentences about the great nation of Ishmael or about Ishmael or Muhammad.
There's nothing there.
Okay, we don't have to have a full explanation.
No, but
about Jesus.
Ishmael isn't important.
We have to full everything.
Because Ishmael isn't important what Jesus is, that's why.
Jesus in the Quran.
And he said, oh my God, I did not say it, and you know what is in my heart. I did not say it.
And there is no clear in the Bible.
So the lessons are what?
That God is one.
Yeah. No. You mentioned.
Okay.
Funnily enough, you would never believe it.
Jesus said in the Quran,
Are there in the Old Testament, the prophecies are there. In Daniel,
what was before the prophet?
So,
We are created to worship Allah, not to worship Jesus or anyone else.
well, you're gonna have to worship Jesus because if you
He's the
go,
Savior.
if you
He's the
go
Savior.
by what is in the Bible, my friend, if you go by what's in the Bible and what is said about Jesus and what Jesus Christ said about himself,
How did Jesus
you
pray
can
to
only
God? How did
conclude
Jesus pray to God?
in multiple ways and we can talk about it. But you can only conclude based on what he said and what was said about him that either he was committing shirk by making himself partners with God or he was God himself.
And the Quran,
The
Jesus
Quran,
said no.
a moment,
I
the
did not
Quran
preach
does not
this.
tell you enough about what Isa actually taught. You don't even
don't-
have
I can-
2 minutes of okay. Give me
Don't
two
speak.
give me 2 minutes of context on Isa's lessons from the Quran.
don't talk slowly. Take up the 2
Well, they
minutes.
say in the Bible, give me two sentences about the great nation of Ishmael or about Ishmael or Muhammad.
There's nothing there.
So we don't have to have a full explanation.
No, but
about Jesus. in the
Ishmael
Quran.
isn't important.
When we have to full everything.
Because Ishmael isn't important what Jesus is, that's why.
Jesus in the Quran, the first, the second, and the third story in the Quran, they all
So sorry, sorry.
Let me tell you something.
I'll come back to you in a second.
and it's mentioned about Jesus in the Quran more than it's mentioned about Muhammad.
Let me come to you.
It is,
Let me come to you.
It is not a competition.
I'm gonna do
We
it.
admire
I'm gonna do
Jesus.
it.
We all tell
We admire
everybody
the
to
prophets of
learn.
Allah.
But
We believe that Jesus.
It's important to realize-
In the Quran, we believe that Allah gave him miracles when he was.
Tell me
with
about his lessons.
Yeah,
Lessons.
he came. Yeah, I mean it is very clear in the Quran mentioned. He spoke to the people, the children of Israel.
Okay.
I was created by God. I am the prophet of Allah, the prophet of God. I
are
ask you to
lessons.
worship Allah alone.
okay, that's one.
And-
What else? What else? Give me other lessons because he taught multiple things, right? He taught
Yeah,
multiple things, right?
Yeah,
Okay, give me one.
he came with the,
Worship God.
Injil, okay? He came with the Injil, and he said that you follow what Moses was given, but he will add certain things to it from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Injil.
Injil.
Where does it say
But
that?
in the Quran, in the Quran, yes.
Quran is
Yes.
الكتاب
لأحل
والحكمة
بعض
والنبوة
الذي حرم عليكم. We will allow certain things that have been prohibited for you. It has been, but the main
Isa said this. Isa.
the main thing is the most important thing.
God said
You
that.
are diverting from the main thing.
No,
the
I'm
main
not.
difference between us, you believe he is the Son of God, and also in Surah Al-Ma'idah, Allah spoke with Jesus. Did you tell them that you are, in a way, that my son and my mother,
Well,
like,
the answer-
no,
the
and
answer
you
is
know,
yes.
and he said, oh my God, I did not say it, and you know what is in my heart. I did not say it.
And there is no clear in the
So the lessons are what? The worship.
That God is one.
Yeah.
Funnily
So the
enough,
lessons are
you would
what?
never believe it.
Jesus said in the Quran, and he said, I said, I did not say it, my God, and you know what is in my heart. And if I have said it, you will know it.
And let me
He said,
confirm
"Listen."
this, and that's exactly in the Bible. In the Bible, Jesus never said clearly, I am a God worshiper.
No.
If someone's got to, they need
We're
to say
going off.
worship them.
We need to know the lessons.
This is exactly what's with the Quran.
I
am God worshiper.
He was
You're talking
questioning
with this
me.
man.
Yeah.
You got to
He's
stay
questioning
here.
me.
Otherwise we're going to get spaghetti
Listen,
bolognese.
I think you know.
The lessons you learn is worship God. God is one.
Let me pause
This is the
you.
message of the
Anything
prophet.
Let me pause
Look,
you.
repeat it.
Let me
Allah,
pause you.
repeat it.
You're waiting.
She was French. That's why I was trying to. I was using Google Translate. We was talking Google Translate.
And the physics that we know that things are regular, very well regulated. There is nawamis, ways of God. So
ask the same
Allah
question
has
about the
His
Quran,
own way,
and it doesn't-
cannot be changed.
can't
The
have
prophets said worship one God, only
you know,
one.
the preservation of the Quran is perfect.
Okay, that's the lessons. He's
You will
answered
know it when we
you.
die. You will know. We will know the truth.
He's answered
Tell
you
you
the
that
question.
the truth
Yeah,
is
no,
Christ.
yeah, she was just.
And
You
outside
could tell
of Christ,
she's
there
a
is
fed
no
liar. She's just like she didn't know. They don't know certain things. You know, they just don't know. Are you a Christian? So they you know, they don't think that Jesus is. They don't know. They think like we're polytheists. They think that we believe in three gods. They're like, I can't believe in three gods. I'm like, well, show me where I believe.
Isaac is actually one as well. Except Isaiah, you tell me all those. Sorry, I just aside that except Isaiah. I just want to 1 second. I just want to have more knowledge actually, because when you said all of them actually speaks about Jesus. So I just want to give you reference to that. That's
Okay.
No. Just that's number one. Or do you want to? So the second one.
One by one.
One by one,
Oh,
we're
you want
already.
by one. You want one by one. Okay, it's one by one.
Okay, so we hold
Can move everybody here for the camera and the BBC channel, please.
Yeah, they can see.
we hold in the Christian tradition that the first 5 books were given to Moses by God, and so then they were then written down during his lifetime and afterwards. Now, we don't have the direct writings of Abraham, but from the story of Abraham, we know that he told us about Christ. The first example would be in Genesis, when God appears to Abraham as a man. So already this tells us that God has the ability to come to us in a manner which we can comprehend, just like Christ.
Sorry. Do you mind if I interject?
Well,
Sorry. The reason I want to get too much. What I just want you to support is your statement was the difference between Islam and Christianity is that all these prophets before Jesus, they foretold about Christ that is going to come. Now I'm saying that give us reference. So if you're
I'm
saying
giving you a reference.
okay. All right.
So, through the story of Abraham, we now know that God is capable of coming into earth as a man.
But the Jew people
But
don't
he didn't say Jesus. He said God.
But we also know the Bible tells us that no man has seen God and lived.
Yeah.
So how do we marry that with the fact that Abraham saw God? From the stories of the New Testament in Jesus, we are then told that Abraham is by the way, that Abraham was glad to see his day. So Abraham had knowledge of Jesus, and that was confirmed by Jesus. Not only that, but also in the sacrifice of Isaac and how it was substituted for a ram. That is also a foretaste of the sacrifice that Jesus Christ would take on. Substituting what should happen to us through himself instead, taking the place of the ram.
So that's my first question. To me,
But
I
also,
think
Abraham,
yeah, but I think your answer to me,
Does the Jew say the same thing?
awesome.
I think you're using your answer, you are mapping it
Awesome,
to match.
Now,
Wait, one second. I think your narrative, you're using it to match to suit Jesus.
awesome. Now,
It is not that they actually said. Let me give you one instance. You know the one passage in
Go ahead.
Isaiah that was talking about somebody is going to be born to be
53.
King of Kings, Lord of Lords. You know that one, yeah? If you say that one goes to it, I'll say, yeah, okay, maybe I agree. You understand? That one okay, I can agree that. But all other ones that you're saying, like the ones you're saying about Abraham or this, I think you're using that one to actually marry.
Awesome. Now, let me showcase to you that if I flip to Islam, Islam falls apart.
Okay, look, I am a Muslim, but
Okay.
let me tell you one thing.
No,
Just,
moment.
just 10 seconds.
Come back later.
No, just 10
Surah
seconds.
7,
Wait.
157.
Please, 10 seconds. I need you to understand something. I will not answer everything. If I don't know, I tell you I don't know. I don't
Doesn't
say
mean you
everything.
are wrong.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I'm
Just
wrong, but
say
I
you're
know.
wrong.
So go on with it now. But if you don't know, I'll say I don't know. Yeah, all right. So that
Okay.
go on.
Now,
but if I don't know,
you
I'll
have
say I
just
don't know.
told me that I am mapping things.
Yes.
Well, yes, I have a multiple mind,
suit
so
your
I
narrative.
can map things. And Jesus Christ confirmed this, so I can take His word for it. If I flip this onto the Quran, Surah 7:157, go and ask the people of the Injil and the Torah to confirm that I, being Muhammad, am mentioned in their scriptures. Where is Muhammad mentioned in the Torah and the Injil? I haven't found Muhammad ever being mentioned anywhere in the Old Testament, and I certainly haven't seen him in the New Testament.
Okay,
So if we then apply
do you mean by name?
How are you going to map it?
Wait. Do you mean by name? Do you mean by name or by character?
In any way.
In any way.
In any way.
Wait. This.
Are you okay for him?
Do you have any idea?
Yes, I do.
Wait 1 second.
Do you
That's
have
why
any idea?
I want more clarification. I want more clarification.
Do you have any idea?
I have an idea, but that idea, I will only substantiate it on my own basis.
Okay.
Maybe he's more knowledgeable, he knows more. Are you okay for him to?
So, would your answer involve you mapping things? Or would you actually be able to find me where Muhammad is?
Sorry.
Would your answer involve you mapping things to suit your narrative, as you accuse me of doing? Or will I open somewhere and find that Muhammad is mentioned by name? Because the ayah says that he's mentioned by name.
Okay.
No. Wait, sorry.
Let him answer this point. Then
He's asking me first. Just 1 second. Number one, we can't say by name because I think it's both sides. You know, I told you that the Isaiah one, I can agree with you. Yeah, one way or the other. You know, that one he said if the son will be born and his name is going to be Emmanuel. And we can equally say throughout the whole Bible, nobody called Jesus Emmanuel, isn't it? So I don't think it should be by name, but maybe. Yeah, so anybody can be
God with
that.
us means.
So exactly. So that one, if nobody called him God with us. Yeah, not that name, Emmanuel. Wait. That doesn't necessarily mean it cannot still fit in narration. But you can see how that story actually goes. So if you're saying that Jesus, Muhammad said that
Mentioned in both Torah.
he mentioned in the Bible,
By name?
I don't think it's supposed to be by name.
By names, you
I
have to
think
show up
it should be
evidence.
by something, maybe an action, or somebody's going to come at a particular point in time. Yes.
Okay. Pull it out for me. Is in the New Old Testament? Pull it out for me. Because Muhammad has a very interesting story, right? Like for example, if you read the
Can I give you an example? I think one of the main arguments, or I think I know what you're trying to say, that would I use that narration to fit it? I think you're right. Yes, I will use that. That's what I will do. I'll use that narration to fit it. I'm being honest. That's the only thing I can do. Because one of the things that Muslims will say is that, okay, look, in the Bible, Prophet Jesus actually said that he's going to send a comforter or anything, and they're saying that the comforter is actually a human being flesh, which is actually Muhammad. So they're using that narrative.
Are you going to mention the part where he told his disciples that the comforter will dwell in them?
You know my own honest answer to this one. My honest answer to this is I cannot say in the Bible that we are having today that there's a place there that is talking about Muhammad.
Pardon me, 1 second. After all three.
Okay, if you want it to go now, it's fine. Now it's not only me. That's what. But you said that it should be one of the one after one.
I meant that you wanted to jump in on question number 1. So I'll let you jump in.
Yeah. If you want to, I'm happy to. Okay, but I'm happy to if you want to.
But we've established that if you apply the same kind of critique to Islam, it falls apart.
Yes, I agree. So what I want to ask is that
I want
Isaiah
to make a
50.
please let him. He's got a lot.
Up to you.
It's up
got a
to
lot
you
of
to.
passion.
Okay, let him talk.
Less than
the problem,
Yeah, that's fine.
you say by names, yeah? Now, the name, even by name, Yeshua in the Old Testament is not mentioned by name. Okay? What we mention, which we see in the Old Testament, is just the character and the actions of the person. Which is, if we say that, might be. The problem is now, if we go to Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14, the person, the mother, when said the mother, when he said, was he mentioned virgin girl or young
woman.
or young woman?
The term
We
young.
go in the Hebrew language, it does not mention about a virgin girl, but a young girl. Because it's in Jewish.
Some Messianic Jews would agree with you on that. Okay. I'm not a Hebrew speaker myself, so fine.
So that's what, if you're saying this, what is the word used for the young girl in Hebrew?
I'm not a Hebrew speaker, so I don't know.
That's what you have to find
May
out.
I answer this?
How does that have anything to do with my point?
Because
where is Muhammad the only place
wait. Do you
that
know?
you can even
I tell you,
potentially look
I tell you,
for Muhammad to describe?
Give him patience.
I will
Let
tell
him.
you.
Let me hear it.
Wait. You will talk, but when somebody else finishes,
No,
let
but
him
you
finish.
ask me a question.
Yeah, but let him land. He
I
hasn't
did
finished.
not ask you a question.
Let him finish, then you pick it up. Okay.
You cannot find anywhere in the Old Testament or New that either mentions Muhammad by name or even gives a remote description of him, unless you look at the verses in Exodus and in the New Testament that tell you to beware of false prophets who will come preaching in the name of a different angel.
So
This is the
now,
point. We
that's
were
the
talking.
point. Is that me? By names? No. By action, character? Yes. Isaiah 42.
So give us that one. Do you know what that one is?
This is the thing about Kedar.
Who's Kedar?
No?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's Kedar?
So Isaiah 42 is simply telling you that even the people in distant lands, in Canaan or in Kedar or whatever, even them will one day come and worship the true God, the God of Israel. Allah is not the God of Israel. So that has the fault.
So Allah is not the God of
He's
Israel.
not. No.
Why?
Okay, so very simply, the God of Israel told Moses to build an ark, a wooden structure that was laced in gold, that would contain the Ten Commandments, that would have the images of heavenly beings on top of them, and would have the very presence of God within the box. Allah never did that, so therefore, as the Jews, as the Christians, the holiest item in all of Judaism is fundamental to understanding that God is capable of dwelling even in a structure within earth. Allah has no idea of the story, he doesn't even mention it, so therefore there are two complete separate things.
Okay, so now according to you, who's Allah? Just to clarify.
Okay, now, don't make me go off too far. Don't make me go off too far. Okay, Allah is a made-up amalgamation of a bunch of different gods that includes the Gnostic god of the Greeks in the 1st century called the One, as well as the already existing moon deities of the Quraysh, Hubal. Allah is an amalgamation of those two.
Okay, so now when the Bible in Arabic mentions Allah as God for the Christians, Arabs, and the Jewish Arabs, are they undeniable? Are they in denial?
There is nothing wrong with applying the word in your language for God to God. Spanish will call him Dios. The Greeks called him Theon. If the Arabs want to call him Allah, that's fine. In my part of the world, they call him Chineke. It doesn't matter. As long as you're referring to God,
to the Creator.
it's all Gucci.
Yeah, but that's what
Okay?
we're talking
Now,
about.
the Islamic Allah,
Yes.
the one with the two right hands, that is not the God
No,
of
the
Islam.
Islamic Allah
It
is
is not
his
God.
right hand. I don't understand that. One second.
There's a hadith that tells you that where Muhammad said that Allah had
You know what's got two
hands
right
and
hands, don't you?
Wait, 1 second. So,
This is
as
really,
far as I am
really a weak
concerned, I
argument.
understand,
Really weak argument.
Allah
I'll
is
tell you
the
why.
creator of heaven and
I think the weak argument is just
like
calling
you
him
said,
God.
in your dialect, you call it Chineke, for instance. My one is
This guy's been waiting for a
called,
while, but okay.
it's called Olorum or something.
Yeah, that's
I think
fine.
that is the name.
Nothing's wrong with that.
Exactly. That is what I believe the God of Islam is. It is the Creator.
But
now,
wait.
Let us not go to
They are
God
not
now.
changing who He is.
No,
Everything
it's
that
not.
is described of God in the Bible is held in those beliefs, but that is not the same in Islam. There are things that are described of God within the Bible that are either absent or even denied in Islam, which is why it's not God.
One second.
Him having a son.
I think we should not
kind of have a little
use that
wrap-up,
word God. Maybe one
Why?
thing everyone can all agree here is the Creator is one. So the same Creator that you're saying is the same Creator that I think. So whatever you now call Him by name or whatever, it can be different.
Fundamentally, there are many one gods. Chineke, even before,
I'm not saying God. Creator.
there are
Talk about
many singular
Creator.
creators. In my neck of the woods, before we became Christians, Chineke was the one God.
Is He the Creator?
Yes, the creator of all things.
Exactly.
In the Wak religion, in Somalia, before they became Muslims, Wak is the one God.
Yeah, but that's
In
the name.
Iran, in the Zoroastrians, Ahura Mazda is the one God. There are many one gods. This does not mean that God being one is the truest thing about Him, because there are many false gods that are one. If you look at the Old Testament, the God of the Amalekites and Hittites and even the people of Nineveh, it's all one God. Dagon,
That's why I
Baal,
keep saying, let
Asherah.
us not say God. There can be thousands of gods. We are, one second. That's why God.
If you want to just wait, please.
If you want to wait, just fine.
He's gonna go. He's gonna go. Yeah.
That's why he's saying we are going to. That's why he's saying we don't want to apply God, because it can be confusing.
Exactly, because there's different God. 360 gods there. But what we're talking about is I'm not talking about one true God.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, I am talking about the Creator. I believe
So
you
is he.
know there's only one Creator. I know it is only same that Creator that you said you believe, that is sure, that is who I call Olorun or Chineke or Allah. That's it. Maybe any other God, divine or whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Creator. Maybe it's the true God or not. Forget about that. Creator.
Yeah, but
the
what's
Creator.
your question? Because
So now, let us not
Jesus.
dwell on this one. Let me go to that second question. Wait. For instance, those Isaiah that talks about Jesus is going to come and he's going to be God and all that. How come? I just want to get some knowledge. How come most of the Jews today?
That's not actually true.
Huh?
That's not actually true.
I haven't answered.
What was the
I asked your
question?
question exactly. I haven't
What's
answered. I
the
haven't
question?
When you
finished.
say most of the Jews, you're actually wrong about that.
But you haven't even. What do you think my question is?
How come most of the Jews today reject Christ?
No. You see, maybe you could have been patient. Let me just finish.
How come most of the Jews today don't realize that those descriptions are about Christ?
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, why is it that the Jews now, it is actually their books, because I think the Muslims, they would be the best to interpret the Quran. They will
But
tell you and this. How come that those verses? Because I watched some comparative, and there are loads of these rabbis that they are saying that this Isaiah that you're talking is got nothing to do with Jesus and all that. How come they don't? I'm not talking about Christ, that they don't accept Christ. No. How come they
That
don't?
see Christ.
No. How come they don't accept or see that those passage is actually referring to Jesus?
I hear you. Okay?
Yeah.
Very simple.
I don't know. I just want to
When you
know.
say most Jews, that's actually an incorrect statement. Because of the people, I think globally, that identify as Jews, there are only about 15 million of them, which makes a little bit of no sense for a civilization that's been around for thousands of years. So likely there are people who are Jews, at least ethnically, who believe in Christ, but might not even realize that they're all Jews. So saying that most of the Jews don't believe in Christ or don't accept those passages as being of Christ is incorrect. Now, you are talking about something called rabbinical Judaism, which is different from Second Temple Judaism. The practices that the Jews have today, and the rabbinical Jews and Sephardic Jews, is different from those practiced in the first century by the Second Temple Jews. They have other authoritative texts that the Second Temple Jews didn't have. They have the Midrash and they have the Gemara. One of them is about understanding the oral history, and the other one's about interpreting the Old Testament. They deny Christ because they are the successors of the Pharisees who did not believe that Christ is God. So I am not. So just as if I had to go to a Sikh to help me understand the Quran, when Sikhism comes after Islam, I wouldn't go to a rabbinic Jew to help me understand the Old Testament and the New Testament and how they relate to Christ, because rabbinic Judaism comes after Christianity.
So which Jews would I go to?
Messianic.
I'm not talking about Christians.
Messianic Jews.
But 1 second. Are they Christians?
Yes, they are. They believe that Christ is the Messiah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
No,
you
you
can't.
didn't.
Wait, 1 second.
You made a mistake.
1 second.
No, I didn't.
Okay, maybe you'll jump into that. I'm not talking about Christian Jews. I'm talking about,
Because they've got very different beliefs.
I don't know what
Rabbinic or Sephardic or whatever.
Yes, because they all of them
I
are
gave you an
those
answer,
ones you
use
talk
ability.
about. So those ones you're talking about, they're actually Jewish before they are Christian. They believe in keeping us, and that's why they can actually agree with that interpretation of those verses. But what I'm talking about is just like a particular Christian now, an Arab now, can look at the Quran and interpret and say that, oh, maybe this one actually means it. But if you look at the Arabs themselves, the Christians, the true Muslims, how do they understand it? So, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Arabic speakers can't even agree on what the Quran says about a certain thing. Otherwise, you wouldn't have all these sects of Islam that believe different things. You wouldn't have the four madhabs. Even they cannot agree wholeheartedly on everything that's in the text. Arabic is a language that has like 18 million meanings in one word. So even they have to interpret. I can even give you one. For example, tell me in the Quran exactly how Jesus Christ is saved from the cross. Exactly. Because all the madhabs have their own story.
No. He didn't tell how he was actually saved.
Exactly.
Nobody says that in the Quran. That's what I'm saying.
All of them have different stories.
Explanation is something different from what you. No. 1 second. I can read this. Yeah. Something is there, and I interpret it. We can all give it different interpretations. And there can be. It's not here at all. I am just insinuating. So those ones you're talking about, they are just coming up with their own idea. But it is not written how Jesus was actually saved.
As a born again Christian,
He wasn't saved.
it differently
There's
from the
nothing
original
there.
Christians Eastern Orthodox.
But what?
I like that one now.
Well,
Because born again Christians are different from the Eastern Orthodox Christians,
Yes, but I
who are the original Christians.
the differences are so slight that it seems
No, there's a lot of difference.
But do you see where I'm coming from?
So now,
Do you see where I'm coming from?
not to drag this on too long, I hear what you're saying, and I answer your question about why I don't believe they follow a different line of reasoning than the Christianity.
But wait, before they are even Christians, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about